I do have a few questions for you. Jet wants to know the experience with the clients or the students actually, or her clients, our students,
Right.
on the program and everything. So if you can share a little bit about yourself, how did you find the program? Your experience hasn't ended with us. We still have like the lead generation phase, but we want to know how do you feel so far with everything?
I feel good. I feel every bit as excited about it as I did in the beginning. I really appreciated the fact that the research has been done. The how-tos are there. It's just a matter of using the resources and then just practicing with it. So that's super helpful. Like super, super helpful. Um, yeah, I like the fact that this staff or, the teachers, the educators, it's 24/7. So even when I go to bed with a question, I'm going to wake up and somebody's going to have that answer for me. So there's no waiting for somebody else slowing me down because somebody's going to answer. And I really like that process because I am somebody that when I do, I'm doing right away. I'm not saying it and not doing it. So that aspect I really have enjoyed a lot.
That's the beauty of having a team that it's all over the world. It is
Exactly.
a little bit hard when we need to have meetings, but it's
Right.
always
Well, that makes sense.
it's always useful for the
Yeah.
students.
I think once I'm still trying to figure out the nuances of Discord, but you know, um, that's pretty cool too, because they're always again somebody always has some kind of guidance for you, and I think that's pretty awesome. So
That's great. And what has been the most valuable part of the program for you?
the most valuable I would say is probably the platform, the skills vault, and the video works. Everything's recorded. So I don't always remember where to look, but a couple, with a little bit of searching, at
Yeah,
least I know it's there somewhere. And it's just a matter of digging a little bit more or taking the notes. I like that very much. I do like the live calls, the live workshop calls. It's a little harder now with with the school schedule to try to get on them. But before school was started, I was able to get on 3 or 4 a week, and I enjoyed that. I like learning, so
yeah.
that's helpful.
That's really cool. And it's good that you have like lifetime access to all of the videos so you can always go back. And
Yeah.
it's a lot of video content, so it's hard to find the things sometimes even for us.
Hmm.
Uh, the videos just get lost in the bunch of information that we have, but it's like lifetime access, so you can always go back. And even for like the updates, we updated the program. That's content that you still have access to, so you can keep learning. Like right
Yeah.
now, we're working on a module for AI, so different AI tools that you can use to make your life easier. And there's going to be tools for so many different like things, not just like ChatGPT that you can ask stuff, but also like
Hmm.
for content creation, for lead generation, for email marketing. So it will make your life easier, and you can keep learning even after the program has been completed. So there's always going to be like new content for you. Um, Now I know that you have a beta client. It's like a small client and everything,
Hmm.
but how do you find that client? How have you feel like how it has been like the process of delivering content for someone else, not doing it for you, but for someone else?
Well, they're business associates that I've known for years. They actually work for me for at my school, so it was an easy sell because they know my work ethic and I know theirs, and I support their business. So from that aspect, it was fine.
One more question. What were your thoughts before joining the program when it comes to making the investment to be here?
I think for me, I do a lot of research before I jump into something. So by the time I found yet in the program, I had already had at least 5 or 6 companies that I had already looked into, and um, there was a lot of things that it came down to, and it was like just one the way I felt and having the conversations with people in their process of selling the program, um, and then the price point actually really won out, because of the vast expense that it could be. And everything just rang like I don't have anything to lose because I knew I would follow through. So it really came down to how it made me feel, how I
Okay,
felt. Yeah.
I love that. I love that point of view. And I mean, you're totally right. Whether the program is worth it or not, it depends on if you're gonna take actions and if you're gonna like go through all of the modules and just take advantage of all the resources like the
Yeah.
workshops that you mentioned earlier. Even that it's hard for you to join the coaching calls right now. Um, it's something that you know you have access. You also have the recordings if you want to just rewatch them, or for example, the master classes that are super good.
Mhm.
The topics are so random, like you can learn about so many things on the master classes. I love them. But you can always catch the recordings if you want. But yeah, I like that point of view. Like, it was gonna be worth it because you knew you were gonna like follow through. So I like that. That's
Yeah,
a great.
I liked the transparency. Nobody was hiding anything. I didn't feel like anything was being hidden, and it seemed like everybody genuinely wanted to share what they've learned. Sometimes people can want to keep that truth to themselves because
Yeah,
you become competition, and I didn't feel that. So,
I like that. You're right. Didn't see it that way before.
mm,
That's great. Good. And just one final question. If someone asks you like whether it's worth it to join the program, whether it's gonna be like a good investment or not, and they're not sure, what will you say?
I've already told people that it is worth it and to do it. So I have a couple of friends, one who's already a marketer that I had spoken to trying to get into the business. And she was at that big ticket moment. She couldn't get over her hurdle. And I was like, oh, you should reach out to this program because da 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 da. And so, yeah, I would definitely recommend it.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us.